Okay, Sai, supposedly a student has already cracked the MBA entrance test and will be taking admission in the B school. What will be the fees for these B schools?
Now this is a very tricky question to answer because the range of fees charged by various institutes is very huge. The range itself is very huge. For example, one prominent institute that I was mentioning, the IIMs. The IIMs at one point of time, say a couple of years ago, used to charge somewhere between 2 lakhs to 4 lakhs as the fees for 2 years. This is apart from living expenses for 2 years.
Okay.
Now the IIMs have also again upped their fees considering the recent hike around us. So they now charge somewhere between 6 lakhs to about 11 lakhs at IIM Ahmedabad.
Okay.
So the range is from 6 to 11. When you take a look at an institute like ISB, which we just mentioned, ISB charges something like 18 lakhs.
Wow.
Very recently we have increased it to 20 lakhs for the coming year. Then we've got institutes which, for example, a lot of the MAT institutes are in that sub 4 lakh range. They charge anywhere between 2 lakhs to about 4 lakhs for a 2-year program. One of the prominent institutes that I was talking about, an institute called FMS. FMS again run by the University of Delhi. So the fees there is absolutely low. It's less than 1 lakh for 2 years.
Okay.
So you've got a huge, range of fees that are charged. But for a student needn't worry about the high fees that is charged by any of these institutes, for the simple reason that when you say you got an admission from any of these institutes, you go to a bank, you very easily get a bank loan.
I was about to ask you this. Supposedly a student is very bright and already has cracked these MBA entrance tests, but not everybody can afford 18 to 20 lakhs. So is loan processing is like easy for a student to get a student loan?
Once you get your final admit letter, you can go to any of these state banks, and if the institute figures in their list of top 100 institutes or whatever, they have a criteria, and the list is pretty long, they immediately sanction the loan. But as is the case with all public sector banks, you might need to go a few more times there. The processing will take a little more time. For example, I myself happened to approach a bank and take a loan for my studies. And it's best advised because you get a tax break on your loan as well. So it's not a problem at all. Coming back to the other side of the question, for example, an institute like ISB, which charges about 20 lakhs, there is a legitimate worry that you might not get a loan for such an amount, but then again it's not an issue because ISB themselves have a tie-up with many banks. So once ISB gives you a final admit, the banks themselves process the loan for you.
ISB themselves work as a guarantor then?
Absolutely. And that is the case with a huge number of institutes across the country. You talk about the number 100 institute in the country, it also has a tie-up with the bank, not just one bank, several banks, which will end up giving you a loan. So a good student needn't worry about the fact that you will probably have a little difficulty getting a loan. That is definitely not going to happen at all. Moreover, students have a worry that banks would ask them for a collateral. Till a certain extent, for example, the fees that I have mentioned, for all these fee levels, banks do not ask for a collateral. They probably will ask you for a guarantor. Your parents can stand in, or your uncle can stand in as a guarantor, but no collateral is required.
So probably loan should not be a cause of worry for any student.
Absolutely not. Anybody bright enough shouldn't worry about this.
But after passing out from the B schools, what can be the minimum starting salary an individual can expect?
Again, this question, if I can't really mention a minimum level because it differs from institute to institute. Now, as you look at the more popular institutes, something like the IIMs, the average starting salary at the IIMs last year was about 16 to 18 lakhs, and that is for a year. This is the annual salary. So it is not too much of a trouble, paying up their loans at about 16 to 18 lakhs. But then again, whenever we quote averages, when we quote salaries, we talk about an average. So the average will be a mixture of people with higher salaries and a mixture of people with lower salaries. So you really can't guarantee and say that everybody in the institute will get about 16 to 18. But then the average gives you an indicator. As you go on to the lower level institutes, it keeps on decreasing. Even at something like number 30, number 50 institutes, their average pay would be somewhere between 6 lakhs to about 10 lakhs. Which is far more than the average pay that a fresher would get straight out of college. When you take a look at, let's say, the lower rung institutes, somewhere institutes outside the top 100 in the country, the average pay could be anywhere between 2 lakhs to about 4 lakhs. So it again varies from institute to institute. So if you put in a lot of effort getting to the top institutes in the country, the average salary also looks much better at those institutes.
Does it depend upon the company as well, where you're being recruited?
It definitely does depend, but then again that is also a function. The kind of companies that come onto campus is also dependent on the kind of name the institute has for itself. So you go into a top B school, best companies would go there to recruit.
Okay.
So your chances of getting a higher paid job are much better there, infinitely better there.
Well friends, today we are getting to know a lot regarding MBA entrance test. We will continue our discussion with our expert, but after a short while, because it's time now to take a short break. Do not go anywhere, continue watching the show.